so much for the beautiful introduction. Welcome, everyone. I've muted you if you weren't already muted, and we're going to head back to our mats. Notice when you get back to me that I have two mats in a crisscross. You don't need that. I just do it so I can show you everything from every angle, and we're starting today standing at the tops of our mats with a little balance challenge. Turn your palms forward, soften your knees, and start to breathe up and in, lengthening but widening as well, like 360 degrees. Your breath floats in every direction. Floating up through your heels, lift up, back on the heels, the balls of your feet. That's hard to do, so you might have to do one then the other. Maybe rock back a little bit. Heels rise again. Arms are soft, light, and long. Heels melt down, balls of feet lift, one at a time, or both. And inhale, exhale, one more round like that. I'm just gonna mute whoever just came in. One more. Okay, there we go. Start to roll out towards the left blade edge of your foot and then in towards the inside edge. We're just waking up our ankles, folks. So it's kind of like doing like a little dance here. Just kind of bring your knee over, bring it out, in and out. Try that 4 times on the other side. Roll to outside edge. Come to inner arch. Move through the knee here. You're just pivoting, but really try to push down to stretch the inside and the outside of your ankle. Last one. And release. Arms rise high to sky. Hands clasped behind low back. Right thumb on top. Sink into an imaginary chair. This is my most favorite pose. Intense pose. Thunderbolt pose. Find strength here. Wrap your palms, your fists, right around your right side. Okay, now I want you to envision a comb on your left shoulder. Combing tension down and out of your shoulders. And then drop your ear to the right side as well, as much as it feels good. We go all in on our poses, or to the extent that we feel a little bit at our edge, push past that a tad, and then just breathe through any sensations we're feeling. Back to center, unclasp palms behind low back, left thumb on top. Sink back down into your chair, pull fists outside the left side, and we're going to envision that comb on the right side of our bodies. Stay low in your chair. Do you feel your thighs warming up? A little bonfire starting. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And then when we gaze upwards towards the sky, our bottom eye is always going to try to find the sky, as long as our neck agrees with that. One more big breath in here. Let's undo everything we have. Arms rise high to sky, stay in your chair pose, and then bring your fingertips and top of head to me. Sweep forward with the body, back with the fingers, rise again. Turn your thumbs out to the side. Turn your thumbs in. So feel how the shoulders are externally rotating, open here, and then close as we turn our palms in. What's called loaded chair. Inhale, rise, regular chair pose, and then load it. Press down and forward. Last one. Big breath in, big breath out. Okay, rise and shine, yogis. Back up to extended mountain pose, standing tall, arms overhead. Either step or lightly hop your feet out to the side. Turn the right toes out, turn the left toes out, and then sink down. Start to shift your weight side to side here. Peek down and make sure your knees are behind your toes. If they're not, widen your stance. Okay, just an easy stance, not a squat, an easy stance here. Arms from overhead come to shoulders. Cat-cows. Clasp palms in front, angry cat back. Open palms behind you, belly forward, top of head and tail back for cow pose. Cat on the exhalation. Cow. Now, my friends, as we're going through our class today, if there's ever somewhere that feels so good you don't want to leave it, stay and enjoy as long as you can. I definitely invite you to marinate in your postures, even if it's something that feels really stuck, like maybe here I'll just hold on a little longer to my cat for a second. Arms rise high. Hands come down to the inner knees or your inner thighs, wherever they land, and then float your heart to me. Bring your throat forward. Stay low and long. Feel hips pushing back as shoulders pull away. Drop your left shoulder and elbow. Drop the body towards the right toes. Inhale, center. Right knee and elbow drop. Body towards left toes. Okay, so we're getting a little dip in the shoulder, pressing long through the hips, and I'm opening with my hand, my inner thighs. So you move at your pace, yogis. Make your movements really beautiful and organic. Great time to pause. If you're feeling really tight in one side, hang out for a bit. Let's 2 more big breaths in, 2 more big breaths out.
Come, let's put it in the
big breath in and out. And then my friends, come on back to the center. Turn toes back in and either lightly hop or step right back in to our chair pose. 1 more round of cat-cows, this time hands to knees. Pull your chest through the elbow window and then round away. So I'm gonna show you from the side. I really wanna tuck my chin here. Pull through for cow, tailbone, top of head up. Exhale for cat. Back arched like a scaredy cat, everything coming inside. Move at your pace. Breathe in, breathe out. I want to feel my joints opening here. Feel the spinal lubrication coming into place. 1 more big scaredy cat, and then roll up to stand to warm our bodies with sun salutations. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Soften your knees as much as possible. Grab big books or blocks for props if you like them. Right leg lunges back. Softly drop your right knee, shin and top of foot. Climb to the left thigh and rise high to sky. Beautiful. Take hands and push forward with everything you have. Press forward, sweep hands out wide, open back. Now notice my hips are coming up and then press forward, hips come down. Hips come up. Feels nice to open, doesn't it? And then anything that doesn't serve you. Let go of tension. Let go of nonsense. 1 more round. Push forward. Open back. Frame out your front foot. Tuck back toes. Let's rise. We're in a wide pyramid pose. My hips are high. My heart is heading down. And this is a great place for our props to build the floor up. We're going to try to lift our chest, yogis, and then fall back down. Lift our chest. And then fall back down. Even if it's just a little lift, a little lower, kind of like tiny push-ups, that's great. Loosen up on the hands, light on the fingers, and then swivel through your hips so you feel the entire front leg from left to right. 1 more big breath in, 1 more big breath out. Rebend through the front knee and sweep your front leg back. We're finding downward facing dog. I like to bring hands inside the left leg, sweep it back and rise high to sky. Let's shimmy and shake, yogis. Shimmy through your shoulders, your hips, your knees, bend and push. Lift both heels and let them fall to the right side, right on down there. Lift both heels, let them fall to the left side. Press back. Lift again, fall, heels to the right. Feel your left side, breathe into the center, heels fall left, right side. Coming back to downward facing dog, heels back and roll forward into plank position. Feel free. Round 1, we use our knees. Elbows come back, chest lower centimeter by centimeter. To the floor we go. Hands hover above the floor. Back of neck lifts, but our necks are long and wrinkle-free, yogis. Pull up from the back body, toes are pressing down, anchor from your hip points. Back to downward facing dog. I like to pass through tabletop, child's pose, and then bind down dog. Join me when you can. Right leg rises high, breathe in. Look to your right pinky finger and land your foot outside there. You get stuck, help it forward. Bring your chest in like you're a shy turtle peeking out of a shell. Bring your left foot up to the left pinky finger. That's the hard part. Now stay here, guys. Do we want a low squat? Do we need some support? Or do you want a yogi squat? Whatever feels best is the right answer for us today. Forward fold, top of head. Keep going, roll up to the sky. I'm just muting people as they come in. Roll up to sky here. We're in wide-legged forward fold. Right back down to where we came. Palms at heart center. Sit strong in a squat, any version. Stop when it feels too much. Reach or find a low one. Move around if you need to. 1 more time. Fingertips come to the floor. Hips roll high. Head rolls up. We roll super slow to really nourish the spine. And then a tiny little hop together. Whoop, or a step. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Round 2, yogis. From your fold, scoot your fingertips back to the tips of your toes or behind. to relax your shoulders, halfway lift, dangle your fingers. We want to get level from top of head through tail, flat and parallel in our back body. Fold again. Left leg steps back, landing softly. Knee, shin and top of foot, land, let go back there. Climb up on the right thigh and then lift. Remember, our hips rise. Bring the arms all the way up this time. Then we're gonna press forward and down. This time up and back through the center. Good. Now give a little push out of your back top of foot. When you rise here, give a little push, electrify your legs. Really energetic. Scissor your thighs together. Wiggle through your front toes to find freedom there. Inhale. Let's try one more exhale. This time we land on the ground and our back toes tuck under to elevate both knees high to sky. I'll show you from the side. Wide pyramid pose. When we can, my friends, get really light on your fingertips. If your wrists are bothering you, use fists on or off props and start to lift your chest. Even a little bit goes a long way. Release your chest. Try to release your whole head and neck. Our vinyasa is a dance between breath and body movements, so let's dance in our pyramid poses. Inhale, exhale. One more big breath in. But before we leave this pose, I want you to find a place to stay and swivel in your hips. Bring your left hip forward, your right hip back, so you feel a full right to left stretch on your right back of thigh. One more big breath in. Rebend your leg, come back to downward facing dog any way you can. Some people like to step right back. If you don't, land, find a child's maybe, pause there. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Push back and take a second, yogis, to shimmy out. Just shake. Do your thing. Feel good. Left leg rises high. Big breath in. Look outside the left pinky finger. Crunch your knee and try to land there, but if we don't quite land, we help our ankle through. Heel right under ankle, and your chest, like a shy turtle, peek out of the shell. It feels great, right? And then right leg follows, right outside the pinky finger. Here we are together. Even my yogi squatters who are down low, try to reach your arms out. If you're in a higher squat, you're doing the same. Reach forward. Arms overhead if you can. I always have to look down for this. Your neck follows the path of least resistance. Let's rise high to sky, yogis. We're going to take it for a little challenge here. Inhale. Heels rise, incorporating from balance. Lift your heels. Palms may want to come to heart center if it's too tough overhead, here or here. Lesser options. Take it a little less intense in our shoulders. With heels lifted, head back down. Taking it downtown. Whenever you need to stop, hold. If you have to, put your heels down. Otherwise, stay lifted. One more bit. On the exhalation, hands melt. Heels melt and hips rise. Roll to sky, yogis. Inhale, arms overhead. Lightly hop or step your feet together. Intense pose. Sink down. All right, reach to the clasp your hands behind your low back and peel your chest open as if you could remove your arms out of the picture because your chest gets so broad. All right, we're gonna spread some bat wings. Well, bats are a sensitive topic these days. Let's say butterfly wings. Okay, spread your arms out wide. Stay in your chair for this. Arms out as wide as possible. Feel open in your collarbones, like they're smiling at me. Heels rise. This is my favorite. Oh, I love this balance posture. Knees rise high into thighs. I'm gonna show you from the side. From our intense pose, our knees rose high, chest is coming forward, arms are open for counterbalance, and then bring your belly further to the floor. Soften your knees if they feel locked. Kindness to our joints. Like you're about to dive into the warmest pool of water. Rise high again. Heels are lifted. Heels melt to the earth. Exhale, forward fold. Yes, great job on the balance challenge. Right leg lunges back. From here, rise high through the arms. Stay in elevated lunge if possible, yogis. Low in both knees, 90 degrees, or back knee can be pulled high, heel out long. Allow your back heel to fall for warrior one. Toes are turned on the diagonal, and our hips are consciously, energetically swiveling forward. Widen up your stance if it feels unachievable. I want you to feel really successful in your hips. I always like to manually fix. See how I am? where I'm gonna be today. Once I'm happy, my arms lift. Right arm comes under for eagle pose. Single wrap or double wrap, you choose. And then the elbows rise with energy here. Now I know you can't see me, hang on yogis, I'll talk you through it. Forearms press away from nose, and we're coming forward. Fingertips to me, like a clock. Fingertips to the floor, swivel around the corner, and come back to me. Right, no worries, okay? Just taking our eagle arms in a tiny little circle. Taking our eagle for a little fly, okay? Inhale, exhale. And listen, if none of this is feeling good, the traditional warrior one alignment is a beautiful place to stay. Last big breath in here. Nice, guys. Eagle pose, warrior one hold. Let the arms float out. Keep your foundation. Oh, feels so good, right? Back toes roll down, heel rolls up, rise high with the arms. Exhale, forward, fold over front leg, and lift into high pyramid. Now, can I get lighter on my fingers? Can I dangle my fingers, maybe lift them out to the side, bring them overhead or behind me? Really hard on our legs, isn't it? So now you know how to swivel your hips, squeeze your inner thighs together to maintain your balance. Release fingertips, rebend in the lunge, come on back to down dog. This takes a second, guys. Do not rush to get there, do your thing. Any shimmies or shakes you need, come forward into plank, breathe in yogis. Use knees if you'd like, chest comes down 1 tiny millimeter at a time, elbows is our stopping point, to the floor we go. And then your version of a back bend. Want fingertips wider? How about an up dog? Knees and thighs would rise, elbows straight. Open your throat. Press back to downward facing dog again. Stop anywhere along the way. Right leg rises high. Look in between your thumbs this time. Crunch your knee towards your chest and try to land up there. If you get stuck, grab your ankle, help it through. Low lunge turns to high lunge. All right, guys, here we go. Sink down. You have 2 options. 90-degree knees, right? Or back knee pulling high and leg pushing out long. How do you feel a better stretch in your left psoas, the front of your hip? Left arm threads under the right for eagle pose arms, or we can double wrap. Fingertips rise as the elbows press away. Feel your back peeling open. Body sent in different directions. Top half up, bottom half down. Fingers float forward to the floor, down and around. Oh, we have to land our back leg in warrior one. That'd be good. Land your back leg in warrior one, guys. Otherwise, you'll wobble and fall. Soft in the knee, lift it in the arch, and then when you're ready, then we circle. Woo, I almost had a scratching and burning there, yogis. Might be a great balance challenge, but not what we're going for right now. If the traditional arms overhead alignment suits you better today, please take it. Last one. Mission accomplished. Arms rise high. Leave them light and long. Let them float down around front foot as back toes turn in. We're in lunge now. And then rise up through front knee for pyramid pose. Our challenge is back on. Fingers are very light. Your fingers are tired. Fists are great wrists. Or we're floating, arms out, back, overhead, finding stillness or lots of beautiful movements. Swiveling left hip forward, right hip back. One more big breath in, yogis. On that exhalation, rebend into lunge and step your back foot forward. Let's fold. Woo, take a second in your fold. Holding on to opposite bicep muscles or elbows. Open your knees and let's take a little spin around the corners here. Elbows heading towards our heels. If you're really feeling brave, drop the whole crown of your head to the floor. Get totally upside down and look at your belly. And then if you're braver still, close your eyes. Everything we do with eyes closed becomes much more of a balance challenge. Undo your clasp, fingers to floor, left fingers tent in front of left toes, left knee bends, right arm sweeps to the sidewall, and then up to the sky. Just a forward fold twist, yogis. Left eyeball, can it touch the right thumb. Give your little right thumb a wiggle, alive with energy, and then see if we can reach our eye gaze up there. Feel long in the glute on the right side, right? Top arm falls, fingertips come in front of the right toes, right knee bends, left arm sweeps out, if that feels good for your next day, or up. Now really float long through the fingertips. Right eyeball, I dare you to bring it towards your left wiggly thumb. Take one more big breath in. Let's come on down to the floor. Roll to standing from your forward fold. Let's lift to the sky. Inhale, lengthen through each side equally. Left foot steps behind. Tip up, yogis. Up first, then over. Right arm falls. Left arm opens as if we're yawning bigger than ever before. Feel it in every cell of your body. Really feel it. Eye gaze looks where you feel good. Center when you're ready. Inhale. Right leg steps behind. Lift. Try again. Lift. Then tip. Oh, look where your neck feels good. Left arm falling to open your laugh, your yawn, whatever it may be today. One more big breath in. Stretch open even wider. Come back to center. Sweep arms up for the inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. I'm just gonna mute someone. Go ahead, guys. From your forward fold, halfway lift. Remember to slide your fingertips back towards your toes or behind so your shoulders are really relaxed. Forward fold again. Right leg lunges back, yogi. From this lunge, let's find a warrior two. Back heel swivels down and toes open wider for this one. Right arm cartwheels to the sky. Look how soft we were there. Sink on down and just find your posture. So ease in, peel your left knee open, elevate the right arch, and then float the arms soft and long. Clasp hands in front of your heart. We're gonna open through our palms, our pinky fingers and our thumb, everything pulling back towards noses equally. Another round of cat-cows. Press to me. Angry cat arch, tuck chin. And then knuckles back to chest as we pull our shoulders back, belly forward. Exhalation, warrior two, angry cat. Inhalation, warrior one, cow. They sound like some cool warrior names to me. Exhale, inhale. One more round. Feel shoulders opening, feeling a little different in this warrior two. Come on in. Arms float out long again, and this time they clasp up and overhead. Same thing we just did upside down, holding anywhere. Palms, wrists, forearms, or elbows. A little sundial. Wiggle through your left toes. Tip over to the left side, because it's sunny where I am today, so I want to honor that sun for a minute. Tip back, receiving the gorgeous rays of that warm sun. Long in your left side, even the bottom side stays long. Long in your right side, lift and tip. Two more, yogis. I know your legs are quivering, mine too. Breathe deep down into anywhere we're feeling sensation. One more big breath in. I'm gonna mute someone. One more round, guys. All right, we're back in warrior two, floating the arms out really long. Super job. Let's spin all the way down. Cartwheel again, turning back toes in, but this time through a vinyasa. If that doesn't suit you, just pause. Hold in table, child's, or down dog. We'll meet you there. Rolling through for vinyasa. Look forward, energy forward, yogis. Come down just to elbows, pause. Then scoop up to your favorite back bend. Anyone from earlier are a big up dog. Roll back into your downward facing dog. Right leg rises high, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale as you crunch. We're landing in between the thumbs again. We might need to a little stutter step forward. Any way you can get there is a great way. Step your back leg in. Before we move on, tiptoe squat. Fingertips come forward, elevate your heels. So it looks like this from the side, elevate your heels. If you need to, just stay right here. Otherwise, start to sink your buttons towards your heels. My knees are really up at the sky, right? I want to get those forward. So I move my fingers back. I can have blocks or pillows under my fingers. Knees come forward. And then if possible, arms. Elevate somewhere. Anywhere makes it harder. So you choose the level of intensity here. One more big breath in. Are you able to stand from here, yogis? Can you stand up? I know you can. Prove it to yourself. Exhale. Lift high to sky. We've been here before, no big deal. Heel lifted, extended mountain pose. Arms melt, heels melt. Whole top body melts. Let it go, guys. Forward fold. Well done. Yogis, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg lunges back. Okie dokie. So from this lunge, I want to find my warrior two. Landing through my back blade edge, cartwheel left arm up, right arm up, and then just go, happy to be here, right? Soften your back knee, arch elevated. Right knee out towards baby toes, open in the chest. Feeling good? Time to move on then. Clasp hands. Remember to push everything out so we don't have one of these where my fingers get lazy. We're gonna open all fingers back towards our noses. Cat, come forward, push to me. Cow, pull knuckles back, bring navel to me. How about an exhale here as we push away, squeeze all the air out of our bellies, and then inhale, inflate, open, create space. 2 more rounds, always checking in with my back knee soft, with my right toes wiggly and liberated. And then we let the arms go because that's a lot for the shoulders to push and pull. Relax. Meet overhead. So we could even just kind of put our hands on the top of our head. We could do a little crunchy movement. Fingertips here or here. It doesn't have to be a clasp overhead. Tip to the right side. Let's stay really open in our top shoulders, long in our bottom sides. Lift and tip back. How's that breath flowing, yogis? Most important thing of all, remember our dance is unsuccessful without that second partner. It's not a solo dance. So we need the dance between breath and body. Ooh, we got 2 more of these babies. Slower is 100 times stronger, right? If I go fast, I don't feel all this intensity. So slowing it down is the way to be strong on lunch break. Holy smokes. Got a little smoke in my thighs. Arms fall. You too? Good work, yogis. Let's turn. Rotate back. This might be a hugely wide lunge. Don't worry. We're going to frame it out. Come back to down dog or take the vinyasa. If you want, stay in down dog. You choose, yogis. It's your day. Happy Friday. TGIF. Let's flow, feeling free. Slow down your chaturanga. Scoop up. Squeeze back. Move any way that feels good. If you want to do a little swivel here and there. Anybody who wants to meet us, downward facing dog. Left leg rises high, 3-legged dog. Step in between your thumbs with any help necessary. Back leg steps in. Take a second to fold deeply. Allow all tension to flush out of your bodies. Fingertips sweep behind you and then as high to the skies as possible. Tuck your chin, get upside down, yogis. Let them flop open like heavy wings, like you're one of those birds drying them out on the side of the road. Just let them dry. Clasp hands behind low back, right thumb on top, stretch knuckles to the sky or behind you. Soften your elbows. And then just wiggle your fingers over so you have your left thumb on top and all of your left fingers in front of the right. It's hard to do, isn't it? Okay, refold. See if it feels any different. Let your shoulders get heavy. Arms go. Now we're gonna rise so slow so nobody gets dizzy, okay? Fingertips come to tops of feet. Trail them up your body. A little self-touch is very soothing. That's why we're here, letting go. Right up the body, overhead. Right knee rises. Balance time. We're almost done, yogis. Lift your right foot and then give it a good flex. And even if you just lift the heel, that's okay. Anywhere you can lift it, give it a good flex. We're gonna bring our hands down around and hold this leg somewhere. Now for those of you that can extend forward, you're taking your peace fingers on the right hand, put them right around your big toe and extend out. Otherwise, we're here, we're here, we're here, we're anywhere, or we're just staying with our knee lift. We're balancing on our left leg to build tons of strength in our left glute. Soften left knee, hold strong. If you're able to, sweep your knee out to the right side. So that could be my straight leg that I'm holding up. It could be my bent knee, or it could be my supported leg, yes? Hold, open left to right. See how much you can stretch to your side walls. Beautiful. Coming back through the center, we're almost done. I'm gonna show you this one from the side. From the center, toes drop back behind you. Right arm reaches up and overhead, thumbs up. Come all the way back behind and grab onto the inside of your right foot, if you can. Left arm can come down or out. I like it for counterbalance, so I keep mine up. Little quad stretch, right? Soften in your left leg. Now start to kick into your right leg like you want to straighten it. I'm coming into dancer's pose. So I'm going to kick into it, open some more. Now it's your practice, not a performance. So you do it how you want it. Hips can be squared, they can be open, whatever feels good. You can tip or just stay lifted. Feel the big strengthening in your left lower back. One more big breath in, yogis. You're welcome to wrap your front arm around your body or let it hang heavy. On the exhalation, release. So when we do one-legged, do a little shimmy, like a celebratory dance, but also shake out any tension that collected. Let's try the other side, arms lift. Left heel flexes strong, and my left knee lifts to some degree, even if it's just a tiny little bit off the floor. Holding on, both hands, one hand. If you're only using one hand, use your left. Otherwise, peace fingers around your big toe. Extend forward in some way. Try to hold. Hey, you might not need arms. Why did I think of that earlier? You may not need them. Breathing, whatever you're doing is good. Stay with it. Are you able to move to the side? Hand can encourage, hand can invite and help. Yes. And then once you get there, oh, look at me, I can come to the floor. Once you get there, widen up. Even if it's on the floor and you're going like this, manually widening the front body, okay? Whatever you do, unclench and breathe. One more pause here. I know pauses are hard. Center. Good, 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 yogis. Arms rise. Toes tap behind us because we're coming into our quad stretch. Left thumb up. Sweep around the corner. Do you with your right arm, whatever you like there. Quad stretch. Just so I can show you from the side, okay? Holding here. If this bothers you, feel free to hold just the quad stretch anyway. If you're finding dancers, we need to hold our thumb to the pad of our big toe. That's how we're going to start to kick, okay? Lift up through your chest. Start to kick in with your left foot like you're going to straighten your leg. And then lift again. Our hip could be open. Our hip can be closed. You choose how it feels great. Lift up high. Tip forward. Do everything that feels amazing. Find somewhere that's a tad bit challenging and hang on to it. Even if this is a big challenge, hang on to it, yogis. Breathe one more time in. One more time out, but this time we're gonna land together. Arms rise high. Do the thing, shake it off, shake it off. Get your poor right toes, especially nice and loose. Yeah, okay, arms rise high. Exhale, extend forward, then down into fold. Find your length. All right, we're folded. Right leg lunges back. From this lunge, bring your heart through, both hands inside your left big toe, and then go like this with your left foot. Heel toe, heel toe. I can drop down through my back leg, but if I do, I might need cushioning. Always have a little something, something, or you can roll your mat up, okay, guys? You don't have to have the back knee down. Some people like it elevated the whole time. Once we get here, we're gonna come like a downward facing dog, like a prowling tiger. Reach your hands forward and then forward some more. And if you have a block or a book, you can push it forward. So nice to cruise out long there. Now, do you want to move organically? Does it feel good to rock and roll through your pelvic bowl? Breathe up and under that bowl and then close your bathroom muscles so you feel as if you just hammocked everything up and in. All right, so we're opening our chest and then we're opening our quads again. Bring hands back in from that bowed down position. Right hand comes out and you do whatever feels good with your back toes and knees. Left hand comes to the inside of the knee. Now I'm not just gonna push here, I'm gonna lift in my chest and then I may wanna push away, but really I wanna feel this beautiful chest opening. I may not need to hold my knee. This might feel really good. Now, if you decide to roll out to the outside of your left foot, cool, but keep your foot flexed so we don't have a banana for an ankle. We want it to be strong and stable under the knee. A little tiny bit of a roll out goes a long way here. And again, we might need some organic movements. Like for me, I like to kind of shimmy my right shoulder to get open on the outer right hip. As long as you're not getting any feedback in your joints, you're doing everything right. Breathe into where you have sensation. And then smile. The hardest part is to remember, this is fun. All right, yogis. Here comes the juicy part. Come forward, back into toes forward, hands inside. The left big toe, and then climb up. Climb up. Oh boy. Onto the thigh. Maybe we stay here today. Otherwise, like our thumbs up dancers, we're swiveling the right thumb all the way up and we're catching our foot on the back the same way. Now your knee should be back far enough that it's not on the top of your kneecap. It's more on that meaty pad on top of the kneecap, okay? If it bothers you, more cushioning. You use your arm like a lever back there, however you can. Elbow bends, heels pulling in a little closer to buns. We're sitting up or down. There's no wrong way. Reach, but whatever you do, breathe to release your hips. We can, again, kick into our back leg if it feels good. We're gonna kick to straighten the right leg. What happens to my body? I'm kind of hanging out here, right? Then what happens? I kick, 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 kick. That changes things. So you feel where it's good for you. Just pause. Whew. Lots and lots of heat building up down there, right? One more breath in. Whew. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a little break dancing. Allow your back leg to go gently, gently. Ooh, baby. Tuck it under with the toes and start to walk it forward so you can also slide the front leg to the back. And then just give yourself a puppy dog wag. Hips come sort of towards the heels. Swing right and swing left. Oh, just getting tension out of that right hip. Lift up, flatten your right foot against the ceiling, boost it up, up, up. And then do all of the things that feel good. I like some big circles after that, baby. You might want to take it like a donkey kick and like donkey kick out to the side. Whatever loosens up your hips. Guys, you could swing it forward and back. From there, downward facing dog. Lift both of your heels and get that awkward peg leg walk all the way into your thumbs. Oh, here, we've been here before. It feels pretty good now, right? Take your head, top of your head, and just kind of pulse it towards the floor. Soft elbows, we push down, release down. Like you're bouncing in your top half only. Bonus is if you want to hold on to your biceps so your fingers are out of the way. You can bounce a little freer. Finding stillness. Left leg lunges back long, soft, and slow. Use our muscles. Come on down. Anyway, stay elevated and back knee or down all the way. But most importantly, heel toe, right foot out wider, right to the edge of your mat. Maybe a little off is good too. Okay, ready? Ready, lizards? Let's do this. Untuck back toes if you want. And a lizard is always heart and eyes forward, right? You never see them like kind of looking down. They're always kind of forward. Reach out like down dog arms. And then most importantly, if you can bow your head down, the heavier we get in the upper body, what happens in the lower? Like maple syrup pouring over our pancakes. It just drenches us in that ooey gooey feeling. If you would feel better, propped up on your blocks, on your fists, or down on your forearms, please make any accommodations for your body in this moment. All right, ready to open our chests? Oh, it's gonna feel good. Climb up if you were out long. Left hand comes out, and remember this is about chest lifting and opening. This is secondary, okay? So hand to knee if you wanna use it to push away. If we fall to our right blade edge, we don't have this going on. See, I have a banana shape in my ankle. I wanna flex my foot, and my knee is stacked strong above my ankle. So safety in my joints as I practice. And then I just feel so open and free. I'm just gonna float away. You can do anything that feels good with the arms. Some people like a little laying on the beach moment or like a supermodel moment, fingertips to temples and peel open. All right, so we're feeling the pelvis, yes? Feel pulled up like we've just turned our bathroom muscles on. So we're not, right? We're really gathered up and in there, breathing up and under the pelvic floor. If your left arm is giving you static about your shoulder being down, feel free to come to your forearm. We just have one more breath here, yogis. Coming forward, turn toes into so our knees are happy. And then you just kind of do whatever to shimmy up a little bit or back a little bit. I want to be on that fatty pad or meaty pad above my kneecap, okay? Climbing up to right thigh. Ooh, okay. Feels different once we rise up. Ooh, take a second to soak that in. Left thumbs up, rise to sky, sweep around behind you, bend your left knee, and hey, maybe I catch the top of my foot. Maybe I catch my flexed ankle. And maybe I don't catch anything, but today I'm just sitting here really gonna make it happen next practice or next month or next year. And then feel good, guys. So if your hips feel better, open, cool. Otherwise, pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Experiment with lifting arms, leaning on forearm. Just try to be soft in the upper body. Wiggle your right toes. Relax all four corners of your eyes. Your tongue heavy in the back of your mouth against the back of bottom teeth. Kick in, yogis. Kick into your left leg as if you're going to straighten it. If you feel a little brrr, you're doing it right. One more big breath in. The best way to transition is however it's most graceful for you. Let your back leg out. Lift the arms back overhead. What feels good here, guys? I always like to scoot my back leg in a bit, scoot my front leg back a bit, then I get to tabletop. Then I go where I want. Puppy dog wag, or you can just kind of shake and shimmy, whatever feels good. Moving slowly, seeing how we are. Left foot flexes like I'm gonna stamp a print on the ceiling. Shoulders are down from earlobes. And then I move in any way, make it funky. Maybe we push back and forward, crunch. I like knee circles here. Let's try to have even weight in both palms. Sometimes we want to dump right onto one side. We're going to prevent that. Taking one more big breath in, and we've made it, yogis. We're down on the mat for good. All right, to the knees we go. Are you able to do toes pose with me? See what my toes are doing? They're tucking under. I always have to help the little pinky guy. If yours sticks out to the side, help him under there. This is a great place to be. Or we can let our knees come forward more for a lot more pressure on the bottoms of our feet. If none of this is working, have a seat just right here, okay? Yeah. So we're just gonna pause in toes pose. Open and close our chest a little bit more, like cat-cows, but I wanna really open, and then like a seal clap here. And then as I do this, I am pulling my upper body away from my fingertips. Open wide, lift and lengthen so we're not crunching into our low back. It's a nice exercise to do to forget about toes pose. We're gonna go for two more. Can you go longer in your fingertips? Energize them like you're gonna shoot fireworks out the tips. Arms rise up and overhead for camel pose. Lift out, I'm gonna show you from the side. If you like your fists to be in your low back for support or your palms to be pushing up on your angel wings, go for it. Whatever works. Some people like just their thumbs in for a little support on the low back. Our hips are staying above our knees. Anywhere you wanna go here, yogis. If hands are behind, peel your shoulders and your elbows back and towards your spine. Otherwise, friends with arms overhead, let's circle the left arm down and around. For those of us with a little help on our low back, you just stay right where you are. All the way back up with left arm, right arm down and around. Shoulder circles got really hard once we put them into camel pose, didn't they? Left arm. I bet you know where we're going. After this right one, we're gonna get two arms moving. Okay, guys, let's do it. Both arms moving, and if it's too much in the straight arm version, take it into a goal post version. That's nice too. It's really hard. Too tough still? Palms to the heads of our shoulders. Take it here. Last big circle in, and last big circle back. I know your toes are tired, but you've got this. One big lift, one big back bend. Hold your camel for this last breath. Tuck your chin to your chest. Exhale and release. Oh, guess what we get to do? A tiptoe pose. It'll be better for our knees. Tuck your toes under. Let's get off our poor knees. And then remember, when we get to our tiptoes pose, feel free to stay fingers forward, fingers to your sides. You might want blocks to build you up, but knees come forward, chest rises. And for those of you that are able to, just float your fingertips somewhere new. We're heading to the floor from here, yogis. So here's what I want you to do. Can you reach forward? Even if you have your blocks, reach them forward. Spread your knees, bring your belly forward, and then we're gonna try to lie, sit, excuse me. We're gonna try to sit our buns down without a plopasana. Close your knees for boat pose. I'm gonna show you from the side. All right, guys, our last hurrah. If you have to leave at 1:55, I'll keep you on time, don't worry. Holding on if we need it, no shame in this game. Extending legs out to any degree that feels challenging for us. Something might be shaking, cool, keep it. Fingertips can be wide if we need it, and toes can always stay on the ground. Otherwise, my friends, like a soldier, right arm comes up. If we're holding our legs, let it go for a second, be brave. Left arm comes up, inhale. Elbows by the ears, try to sit on the front of your tailbone so that we're using a really lifted low back. Same as we did with camel, both arms, inhale. Woo, that's hard. Exhale, 2 more guys. Inhale, yes you can, hold your strong boats. It might be a turbulent ocean, but we're gonna stay inside. Inhale, exhale, fingertips towards the bottoms of our mats or on our thighs. Extend legs, hold 3. Breathing, aren't you? 2 and 1. Gather your knees up. Let's rock back in this tiny little ball. Slowly, and if you don't go slowly, have fun with it. We're gonna rock back, rock to toes again. Just kind of enlivening our spine here that just did all that hard work in your pose. And then when you're back for good, you're back for good. Stay back there, yogis. Whew. A knee in each hand. Pull it out wide towards your armpits. Ooh, and just melt your head and neck down. All right, let's get some lying stretches to finish class today. Once your hips and inner thighs feel really nice, close your knees. Let your left foot fall to the floor. Flex your right foot and cross it over for figure 4. I'm going to show you from the front in case you're not sure. Crossed over here for figure 4. Okay? When you get there, right hand reaches up and overhead. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Left arm reaches up and overhead and right hand pushes on your kneecap. So just try to lengthen, open everything, your side bodies, your hip, your inner thigh. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Left hand sweeps around body, right arm reaches through the window, and then we hold somewhere. Leg may straighten, it's whatever works for you guys. Some people like to try to hold on kind of like cradling the baby. Maybe we want to hold over top of our right toes. Wherever you feel an awesome stretch, then I'm going to ask you to widen up your back. So allow your head and neck to fall. Let shoulders get heavier, all the while holding strong with fingers and biceps. Tailbone longer. Outer ribs melting down towards the mat. If you feel an intense stretch in your right IT band, side leg, and glute, good job. Breathe there, guys. One more big breath in. Let's help our right leg off. We're just gonna come right to the sky, and sometimes your knee gets cranky there, so give your foot a flex, a point, and then massage your knee if it needs it. Right foot falls flat when you're ready. Left foot flexes. Ankle across the right thigh. Right arm overhead. I just feel like sometimes we get kind of like, so we want to reach our arm overhead to stay active in the right side. Left hand, gentle push, gentle push. Watching out for our banana. Ankles again, flexed, left to right, equally stretching. Now find your length to start here. Ribs wide, tailbone down. Yogis who need to get back on a meeting, it is 1:55 p.m. Shoulder blades melting into our mats. Right hand swivels down and around to gather up like you just want to hug your legs in. It could be any way. Upper body can lift. I like to take my left arm through the little window and then grab on through the back leg. This time I can push my elbow against my knee. So continuing that opening stretch. Options, holding up higher, hug in a little cradle to baby fashion. Let your head melt back down, but keep your legs just as close. Big breaths to where we're feeling it, my friends. Can we widen one last time? So all those glutes that worked so hard during our class, now we're giving them the stretch they deserve. Help your leg off. Massage your knee if it needs it. Straight legs. Come right up to seated for us. So when you're ready, we're going to do that rock and roll we just did. But this time, instead of rocking to a cross-legged or a bent knee position, we're going to rock from the floor right on up to the sky. And if you made it cool. Inhale, rise high, last stretch. Feet are really actively engaged. Toes and webbing are open. Arms and hands are the same. Reach forward. If that cushioning we used earlier under our knees would be beneficial here, feel free to use it, okay? It's so nice under the belly. It massages the internal organs. If your knees hyperextend, feel free to use it under your knees. And then fold forward. This is where I'd like you to finish your practice today, yogis. Unless you can stay longer, then please take a true Shavasana at the end, lying in corpse pose, seated, up against a wall, legs overhead, waterfall, anyway. But for those of us that are finishing here, I'd like to share something that I feel is so applicable to our yoga practice, this beautiful quote from Sean Korn. We close this moment, but open ourselves up to the day ahead by giving thanks to the whole of our journey. For every moment, for every light, for the shadows, for all of the tender, delicate, fierce moments in between. May we never take a second of this pathway for granted. May we always live in awe and wonderment for the magic and the mystery of it all. Ignore the stories and see the soul. Remember to love. You will never regret it. That, my friends, is what we just did with our bodies. We brought in light with the in-breaths. We exhaled darkness with the out-breaths. We took and relished every moment for what it was worth. Breathed through the tough parts, the fierce moments. And most importantly, we loved and tenderly nourished our bodies. With that being said, if you're finishing class with me today, palms would come to the floor to help you up. Just a tender, graceful rise. Refold yourself so that you're really happy, seated in some fashion. You may even want to boost your buns up so that your hips are a little higher than your knees and your back is in a neutral arch. And then softly fall to 3 breaths at the end. Reconnecting. As you breathe in, may you be happy, strong, and healthy. Take that for yourself. And then for those you interact with today, may they be happy, healthy, and strong. Send it out as far-reaching as you can with that out-breath, yogis. And for our last breath in together, our communal smile. It might even just be something in your mind. Hands come to heart center. The light in me acknowledges, is inspired by, and truly grateful to have spent this hour with the light that is in each and every one of you. Namaste, my friends.